Hi, and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nikki Kirk, and I am sitting inside of my garden shed because it's hot and it's windy today here in Oklahoma, and I thought this would be a great idea, but it's real hot. Anyways, I've been selling on Amazon doing retail arbitrage for the last 5 years, and this little garden shed is actually going to be a makeshift like box storage area just until we get the big warehouse built. That will be my new Amazon warehouse area. But today, this video is going to cover Amazon sales ranks, what they are, and the highest comfortable rank. So if you are a new seller or just needing a little help because you're confused why your buys aren't really working out, hopefully this video will help you out. In this video, we're going to go over my guidelines for highest comfortable ranks. Now, this is a free download that you can grab. It's actually a 10-page guide, which has a ton of information in it. It has FBA shipment checklists. It has a full year of retail arbitrage calendar, as well as the guidelines for Amazon.com and Amazon.ca, just in case you want to sell in Canada or you do sell in Canada. Those guidelines are way different. They have their own ranks. So all of that, like I said, is on my website for free when you sign up for my email list. So you just head over to yoursellingguide.com/giveaway, or I've linked it below. You could just click right there and sign up, and it's emailed over. Again, free 10-page guide straight to your inbox right when you sign up. Okay, so ranks. Not understanding Amazon sales ranks is the #1 newbie mistake. Everyone, I'm pretty sure every Amazon seller has made this mistake. I still sometimes make this mistake where I'll get so blinded by the profit that I completely forget to notice that there's no sales rank. So in your Amazon app, when you're scanning to find stuff to buy, the sales rank is telling you a lot of information. #1, it's telling you how well this item sells. If the item has a low rank, so #1 in any category is the best selling rank, then you can be pretty comfortable that that item is going to sell, right? But if the item goes up to 300,000, 500,000, a million, is that a good rank? Is it going to sell? What if it doesn't have a rank at all? No sales rank usually means that the item is either brand new or that it's just not selling. So personally, I don't buy anything if it doesn't have a sales rank. Now, sales ranks are fluid, so they change throughout the day, throughout the month, and throughout the year. So actually, your item, when you scanned it this morning, it could be one sales rank, and by the afternoon, it could be a completely different sales rank. So if an item has a really high sales rank, you can be pretty certain that it's probably not selling at all or very well. But it all depends on the category that it's in. If you had an item ranked a million in home, that's not a great sales rank, and it probably isn't going to sell. But if you had it ranked a million in books, well, that actually is a good sales rank for books. So it's all just varies. So on the free guide download, which I'll show you here, it has each category and what I say is the highest comfortable rank for a new seller. Now, obviously, you're running your own Amazon business and you should do whatever you want to do. Recently, I have started testing out higher ranking products, but like I said, I'm in my 5th year of selling. So it's really just like how much money you have to put into it, because what's going to happen if you buy something that's really high sales rank and then it doesn't sell, and now you've got your money, your capital tied up in that one item just sitting there. So that's why everything in perspective, every seller is different, everyone does different things, and they're willing to test or tie up money. Just is what your business and what your model is. So if you are brand new starting out, I highly recommend sticking to these guidelines to help you minimize your bad buys. If you're buying something that's within these sales ranks for these categories, you can be pretty certain, pretty comfortable that it will sell. And sell pretty quickly, right? Like you can buy anything and it might sell one a year, but you want to be flipping your money, right? You want to be making more money with your inventory, go buy more stuff and just make the model grow. So that's how these ranks are for you to go. If I went sourcing today, I bought within these guidelines, I can be pretty comfortable that within 60 days, these items will sell. So just to give you a little bit of perspective on the guidelines in general. Now, there are 2 tools that you will want to utilize when you're sourcing and looking at ranks. One is free, and it's junglescout.com/estimator. I get asked very often, which model do you buy? Which subscription do you do for Jungle Scout? You do not need a subscription to Jungle Scout. I have never had a subscription to Jungle Scout. You don't need to for your retail arbitrage business. It's junglescout.com/estimator to use their free estimator tool. The other tool you're going to need is Keepit, and that unfortunately is not free. Well, they do have a free version, but that's not, I would recommend purchasing it. It is, I think it comes out to 22 US dollars a month. I think it's 19 euros last I looked. It could be more, but it is, unfortunately, if you're going to sell on Amazon, that is a tool that is a must in my opinion. All the links for all of these are below, but just know that those are the two tools. So one is free and one is Keepit, which is paid. Now, how you use these tools, especially when new, you'll use Jungle Scout a lot. I used it a whole lot when I was new, and I still use it today. Like, we're going into summer. Hello, it's hot outside. And so lawn care is kind of a category I don't normally sell in. So every summer, every year, I'll be like, oh, what is a good rank in lawn care? Because I don't totally remember every year. Now, here's how my guidelines are broken out. So you can see here, I have baby, 50,000 is a comfortable rank. Now let me show you in action how that works with Jungle Scout. So junglescout.com/estimator, I'm going to say 50,000 in the US marketplace in baby. You'll hit estimate, and you can see here that it's estimating that it'll sell 30 a month. So that is really good information to have when you want to know what is a good rank for the baby category. Now, if you go above 50,000 in baby, it could still sell. It just might take longer. So let's take another example and we'll say, what about 75? Now it's going to say no valid data, and that is Jungle Scout saying less than 5. Normally it will say less than 5, but currently it usually says no valid data. Now the thing to know about Jungle Scout is that you'll time out, right? Like you can only do, I think it's 10 a day. So after a while, it's not going to give you any more readings. So definitely just don't go crazy with it because you can only have 10 a day, I think it is. Okay, so that was baby. Now let's go back to the free rank guidelines, and we can see beauty and personal care. I say about 110,000 is a comfortable rank. So let's take a look and see what that looks like. Let's first do 50,000 just so I can show you. So we're going to have beauty and personal care. Now remember, in baby it was 30, but you can see how all categories are not created equal. So now you can see in beauty and personal care, 50,000 is a really great rank. You're going to sell probably 210 a month. That's one key thing to understand, is having a sales rank number is great, but it's the sales rank for that category. So you always want to be conscious of what category that item is in. So if it was a baby item that was like a lotion and they have one in baby and they have a listing in the grocery or beauty category, well, you can pick whichever listing you want, but you want to make sure that the rank you pick is good for that category that it's in. Okay, so now my rank for beauty is 110,000. So let's take a look and estimate those sales. And you can see 60 a month. So the higher the rank is getting, the lower it's going. Now I'll tell you, I really do try to stick to 110 even now, but I recently, if you watched any of my past videos, I recently found a high-end beauty item that was 300, and actually some of them are 500,000 in beauty, which is way crazy high, but the item is really expensive. It's selling for $1,300. So it's probably natural that that item is not flying off the shelf, right? Who can spend that much on lotion? Literally, when I first got it, I thought it was crazy, but I thought, hey, let me test this out. It turned out to be great because so far I've sold 2 and it's over $900 profit each. So it worked out great, but it's slow selling. So I'm literally holding them here doing FBM. All that to say, another example that you do want to test things, but now this is where Keepit comes into play. So Keepit is going to tell you what the rank is over time. So we're going to take a look at an example, but you'll see that Keepit, if you scan something right now and it says it's in 100,000 in beauty, if you look at Keepit and it says it's always pretty much been at 100,000 in beauty, you can rest assured that that is a good buy, and you'll probably sell around 60 a month. However, if it's at 100,000 right now, but it's normally at 500,000, that just means that it dropped for whatever reason, probably a sale, right? We can assume it was a sale and that's why it dropped. But since it dropped, you're scanning it now, and if you don't use Keepit to look at the historical data, that rank is just going to go right back up as that one sold. So now that it's not selling anymore, it's a high rank again. That's where Keepit really comes into play. So now on my screen, you can see these little boxes here. This is the Keepit extension showing the history. So you can see this one obviously is really great in health and household. This one, however, look at this Johnson & Johnson little first aid kit. It's a pretty high rank. So let's take a look at the listing. Okay, so now this is Keepit, again, the paid Keepit chart. So you can see this rank is pretty consistent at being high. It dips down clearly, probably when something sells. So we've got here February 25th, it was 267 in health and household. Now there's a difference between health and household and beauty. So health and household, you can go actually pretty high, but beauty, you want to stay lower. So again, all this is broken down in the free rank guidelines, but it's really crucial to know what category you're in as far as how high a rank you want to go. Okay, so now you can see here. Now, if I scanned it and I bought it on March 8th and it was 113,000, of course I'm going to buy it, right? Like, that's a great one. Obviously, of course, if it makes my $5 minimum profit, which this is a real cheap item and it wouldn't, but let's just pretend that it's an expensive item and it made enough profit. So I bought it on the 8th, and then when I get home to list it on the 10th, now it's already jumped back up to 200. I've had things where I accidentally bought a toy without looking at Keepit, thinking it was great. This is usually during Q4. And I was so excited I bought like 8 of them. Literally, it jumped up to 500,000 like that, and I sat on them all Q4. They weren't crazy expensive, and I did have the capital to kind of sit on that item, but it was all around a horrible bad buy. So that's why the Keepit price history, price tracker really helps you understand. And when you are new, and it's already frustrating because you're scanning a lot and you're probably not finding anything, but you really want to take that extra step when you do think you find something to check it out on Keepit. Is the price stable? Is the ranking stable? Because you don't want something that's like this. Like, this is not, it's not horrible because of the category it's in, but it's also not great, right? So definitely want to look out for those peaks and valleys as you are scanning stuff. Now let's jump back over to Jungle Scout and see how high can you really go in health and household. So let's see, 110,000, that's when I wrote about it at health and household, estimate sales. 90 a month, right? So it's good, you're gonna sell. Now let's see if it jumps back up to 200 a couple days later. Now it's down to 30. There's more than just this 30. Like, this is if I was the only seller, I can comfortably sell 30 a month. That's prediction based on Amazon sales rank and the history. But I'm not the only seller, right? So if there's a couple other sellers on it, now I have to divide the 30 by, let's say there's 10 sellers. Now I can probably, maybe I can sell 3 a month because there's 10. So 10 divided by 30, and that's where we get 3. So those are all just things of knowing how many to buy. But at first, you want to look and see if it's a good rank to begin with. Like I said, if you want to grab the free sales rank, you can just screenshot it, save it on your phone, have it handy to pull up whenever you are wondering if this is a comfortable rank. You can use that, again, my free download, or you can just go on junglescout.com/estimator right from your mobile phone in store. But like I said, remember, you can only do so many a day before you get kicked out of it. So definitely tools that can help you that are free to minimize your bad buys, and really understanding sales rank is so important when you're starting out. I'm telling you, I do it all the time. I get home and I go, why did I buy this? Probably I didn't look it up on Keepit, or I just thought the profit was so great. I got blinded by the profit, only to realize it didn't have a rank. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this video helped you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What other parts of Amazon would you like to see in a future video? I'm always happy to help. Thank you guys. I'll see you next week for another Amazon selling video.